everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 and see how this particular watch holds up in 2024. Now, the big stuff I'll definitely tell you is that in a lot of different ways, this watch is still the best of the best, and it's still a very, very good watch that I'd recommend the average person to go ahead and buy. From a Samsung side and from an Android side, if you have an Android phone, these are kind of the best watches to buy. This one and the Pixel Watch are some of the best ones you can actually purchase. So in my personal opinion, it definitely gets a thumbs up for me without a doubt from that particular perspective. Now, the big thing to keep in mind that I actually really like about these particular watches is the size of them, the way they look, and compared to the previous generations, how much better they are in so many different ways. So starting off with the exterior, the cool thing about this particular watch is that it still comes out in a few different sizes. So you can either buy the 43mm size or the 47mm size. Now the thing about this is that this was pretty much the big thing to keep in mind. This was a bigger display than the previous model. So it's 20% larger and it's 30% slimmer, which is actually very, very cool. So this is technically the biggest display they made on these particular watches without, actually adding in the bigger models that they made, like the Pro models. And this is something that's actually very, very cool. I'm very happy they were able to make this type of change because the panels, Samsung makes really good panels. I'm very happy they were able to make these changes. On the side, power button, side button, flat side all throughout, which is really cool. Back side, you have that wireless charging pad. The big thing here though, is that you do have the capability of wirelessly charging this particular watch from your Samsung phone. Very, very big feature. iPhones don't have this, Pixels don't have this. And this is in and of itself one of the coolest things and coolest opportunities you have inside of this particular watch. So this in and of itself is another very cool thing. On top of that, they did actually kind of make a little bit of a change in terms of their band structure. So now you can go ahead and kind of click the band button to actually detach it and bring it in. So that was something that's actually really cool. Before it was a little annoying. This one's a little bit of an improvement, which again is very, very cool. And overall on the exterior, it definitely gets a thumbs up for me. I think it's a really, really big change. On top of that, you are getting an 18% faster processor, and this watch actually lasts up to 40 hours, which is crazy. So you can actually go ahead and get this watch and still have a watch that's going to last you for a long period of time of basically non-stop use if you need to. But the coolest thing I like about these particular watches is that they hold up so well against other watches that you may be buying. But on top of that, when you look at what you're going to do with the watch on an everyday basis, personally for me, I track my workouts. I see how far I'm running, how many steps I'm getting, but also checking notifications, calls, and sometimes replying to people on my watch or talking to people on my watch. And something like this is actually very, very cool. And this is something that's actually very awesome because with something like this in and of itself is a very cool watch that you have the capability of kind of checking out from that side. And I will say from a watch like this, you have a lot of capability, which again is very cool. If you're going to go through and buy a watch like this kind of stuff in and of itself, it makes a lot of sense to go and pick up a watch like this because these Galaxy watches just do a good job at basically everything you're going to throw at. So I will say from a watch perspective, you're basically getting some of the best watches you can buy from this type of Galaxy watch. You're getting them in 2 different colors. You have the option of basically getting them in really whatever configuration you want to. But there's a lot of good stuff going on with this watch. I'm a massive fan of it. If I'm definitely going to go through and buy a particular watch, I'm a big fan of the Galaxy Watch 6. If you want to though, you can always go for the Galaxy Watch 5 or the Watch 4 and still get a pretty good watch too. But if I were you, I'd probably just go ahead and swing for something like the Galaxy Watch 6. If you have all the money in the world, this is definitely the way better watch in my personal opinion. So from that side, it kind of covers it out there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.